Talk 1070 KHMO, KHMOradio.com. We are headed for 9:25 on a Monday morning. And normally, of course, this is the time that we talk about things going on with the Hannibal Cavemen. And Bob Heeman, of course, one of the owners, general manager for the Cavemen. And Bob, you are on the line with us this morning, aren't you?
Yes, I'm here, Harold. How are you doing?
Yeah, and of course, the Cavemen, like in the major leagues, Prospect League, also in their All-Star break. But just wanted to get you on the phone long enough to let the folks know that Clemens, there's still going to be plenty of activity at Clemens Field come Tuesday night.
We sure do. And one of the gentlemen I'd love to introduce you to is Hank Stone with the U.S. Military All-Star Group. So, yeah, we continue to do events down at Clemens Field, and hope fans can check us out on our website and they can learn more about what's going on. But we do have an event Tuesday night, and it's going to be a great day. So wanted to introduce Tank to you, Harold.
Yes, Tank Stone is on the line with us with the U.S. Military All-Stars. Tank, good morning.
Good morning, Harold. Thank you. Tank Stone with the U.S. Military All-Stars on our 26th annual Red, White, and Blue Tour. And I'm just making way into St. Joseph, Missouri, on our way over to see you in Hannibal tomorrow.
Very good. Yeah, just US 36 shouldn't be a problem. Just head on.
Not too bad. It just dropped off. One of our pitchers just got picked up by an independent league, so I had to drop him off early at Kansas City Airport on his way to Fargo, North Dakota, of all places.
Oh my goodness! Given your choice between Fargo and Hannibal, my goodness, that wouldn't seem to me be any choice at all. But you got to do what you got to do. When
they call them, they run.
That's right. Yes. Yeah. When they the independent leagues and those kind of folks, when they put out the word. But talk for those who are not familiar with the U.S. Military All-Stars. Talk about how this all came to be.
Well, about 26 years ago, President George Herbert Walker Bush had a suggestion while he was visiting a naval museum. And one of our past commanders, Lieutenant Commander Albert, overheard that, and he thought it was a great idea. So he started an all-Navy team. Actually, it was featured on that movie, that TV show, Jag. That was our first commercial that the commander, Dean Stockwell, and the commander were going out to visit the Navy All-Star game. The second year, it came to pass that it should be more of a joint armed forces team. And I've been taking it now for the last 5 or 6 years across the country, and we are the only joint armed forces baseball team. There's a few softball teams and wounded warrior teams, and although we have wounded warriors on our team, we are the only joint armed forces baseball team traveling, barnstorming the country every summer for about 8 to 12 weeks.
Yeah,
so that's how it started, and how it keeps on is fellas like Bob. And we just came from Chillicothe, one of the best nights I've seen, over 1,000 fans there. And we just barnstormed through your towns. I'm telling you, we're having a great time. Have 5 branches of servicemen on our team, and we do a pregame honor ceremony. We come into your town and honor all men and women who ever wore a uniform in defense of our freedom. And sometimes I think Bob has a few things set up, maybe one of the families of a fallen hero, one of the older veterans in your town. And it's what it's all about. We play good baseball, and we started with a pregame honor ceremony.
And just looking at the roster, as you say, you've got all branches, or a number of different branches of the service represented here. Now, are all of these the folks on this team, are they active duty military right now?
Yes, sir. Most of them are. I do take back veterans. Say somebody transitioned out last year or a year before and they played on the team. I'll bring them back. I'm a Navy veteran myself, but I'm the old guy. I just pay the bills. Yes, sir. Most of them are active duty men. And right now we're a little thin towards the end of the tour because they are active duty. I just literally lose them to deployments. I've lost them to Africa, Afghanistan. Just lost my first baseman to Wiesbaden, Germany, just the other day. So when they get called, they play. They run, and when they don't, they play with us. And I start off, I probably go through 40 or 50 players, a little bit more challenging than just a travel league that they could be plagued with injuries or something like that. We have those same problems, but a deployment, that's kind of different. I had a unique one this year real quick. We had a gentleman that was offered the command of his medevac unit. So, you weigh this out. Do I play baseball or do I take over the command of a whole unit? That was a unique one to lose.
That's right. You talk about the evolution of your roster. It almost sounds like a typical season in the Prospect League, doesn't it, Bob?
Very similar. But one of the great things that we're trying to do is obviously promote the U.S. Military All-Star Group. They've been traveling for, as Tank mentioned, 6 to 8 weeks already. This is just a great opportunity for the community of Hannibal and the surrounding region to honor what these guys are all about, and how we're actually. It's interesting that our manager is a former platoon leader, and he's going to be out there playing this on Tuesday. So we're going to have fun with it. At the same time, we are recognizing what this is all about, the symbolic gesture, and basically partnering up with Tank's group, and hoping the fans can come out and just enjoy another great night at Clemens Field. It starts at 7:00. The honor guard and things like that are happening at 6:30. So there's a lot of pregame activity. So we encourage everybody to get out here early.
All right. And what about the opposition for the U.S. Military All-Stars? Who's going to be the opposition for them tomorrow night?
It'll be players from our team.
Okay.
And we're assembling that. There's some guys that are off the Cavemen are heading to the All-Star game, but we're putting that together right now.
All right, so that will be the opposition. You've alluded to this a little bit already. There's going to be a good bit of ceremony. You're going to have some folks on hand to honor in connection with the game as part of the evening's activities.
Absolutely, with regards to the color guard, with regards to the first pitch ceremony, and some of the other pregame ceremonies. So yes, there's going to be some really, really great things that fans are going to want to be involved with.
Yeah. Tank, you in referring to your ball club, you used the word barnstorming, and I tell you, if there's anything that exemplifies baseball as it once was, there was a time when there were barnstorming teams crisscrossing the country all the time.
Yes, sir. That's definitely the word of choice after all these years, almost a quarter of a century barnstorming around the country. That's what it was. When President Bush actually suggested all this back in 1990, that's exactly what he was alluding to. Is back during World War II, we did this, and prior to that, of course. But I think it's a wonderful tradition, and I agree with Bob. We want you all to come out for the first pitch for the game, but I think it's almost as important to try to be early and come out and see the honor ceremony. This is about your community, Harold, and Bob being a big, intricate part of this, honoring your own citizens. And when we leave, we can all talk about a great baseball game, but I think what's going to resonate with your sponsors, with your veterans, with your town, your chamber, is going to be the fact that Bob has pulled something together to honor his own town and his own veterans. And that's what's really important for us. But these young kids, they're here to play baseball, no doubt. But when we visit nursing homes or VA clinics, and we see men that maybe landed on Omaha Beach like we did yesterday, and this 90-year-old man for 15 minutes was 20 years old again. Our guys saluted him and thanked him for his service, and a tear rolled down his face. These men and women need to be raised and propped up for the things that they did for our freedom. And that's why I think Bob really gets what's going on with this. Yes, it's great baseball, but, sir, it's about honoring these veterans.
Absolutely, and we thank you, and we thank your cohorts. We thank you for your service along the way, and we can't thank our veterans, our active duty military. We cannot possibly thank them enough for all that they do and for all that you do. And Bob, anything we need to know? Of course, as you say, the pregame ceremony is at 6:30. They'll play ball at 7. Otherwise, folks just need to head out to Clemens Field tomorrow night.
You bet. And any active or retired military can get in free. Kids 14 and under are free. And we're really just trying to create another great event at Clemens Field to honor what Tank has been working on for many, many years. So we just encourage everybody to give us a shout, go to our website, and we hope to see everybody out here tomorrow night. The field's in great shape, and it's just going to be a really good opportunity and experience for the community.
Harold, I'd like to also say,
yes,
please visit our website, too. It's usmilitaryallstars.com. Check out our history. Check out the roster that you've already brought up. Look at the branches of service that these men are in. The only one that's not going to be on Bob's field is a Coast Guard player. He had to leave already. So you look at the bios. I understand what these young men do. They're dodging bullets 9 weeks ago. They're playing baseball and promoting the Joint Armed Forces and raising awareness for veterans. And then they go back to their military bases around the world. I literally have people in from Germany, Japan, Italy, just now that are flying over on orders to do just this. And this is the backbone of our country, Middle America. And I think you get it more than just about all the rest of them. I've been so proud to come through this part of the country again this year. It's always been phenomenal results, lots of turnout, and I'm just so proud to be back in Hannibal. We've actually been there before. I think it was a few years ago. The gentleman that was running the team, an Army Ranger, Purple Heart recipient, Bronze Star recipient. He's fighting for his life right now with acute leukemia. But he was the one that brought this brand through here before. And our new coach is a Bronze Star, Purple Heart recipient. And so there's some big heroes on this team and some great baseball players at the same time. So again, gentlemen, thank you for the opportunity to raise awareness for veterans while we travel through your town.
Tank Stone, we very much we thank you for your service and for your part in making the red, white, and blue tour of the U.S. Military All-Stars happen and bringing it to Clemens Field in Hannibal tomorrow night.
Thank you, sir.
All right, and Bob, yes, Bob Heeman, we always appreciate your visiting with us as well.
Thank you.
All right,
we'll see you tomorrow night.
You bet. Bob Heeman from the Hannibal Cavemen, and Tank Stone with the U.S. Military All-Stars, their red, white, and blue tour at Clemens Field coming up tomorrow night. Pregame at 6:30. They'll play baseball against members of the Cavemen at 7 o'clock. Make it a point to be there. 9:37, News Talk 1070 KHMO, KHMOradio.com. Good morning.